After the game, it's the aftermath. Win or lose, we still wave our commander's flag. Riding with Wentz under center, making the pass. Jahan Dotson, young rookie, making a splash. That burgundy and gold, that's what we about. Jonathan Allen knocking QBs to the ground. We die hard and nobody can shut us down. Cause this is the greatest show in town. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
What's good, Washington Commanders fans? All right, I'm back at you with another one. All right, looks like the Washington Commanders are getting back into joint practices, something they had missed in a long, long time. Now, Ron Rivera been trying to get this going on for a while, and we finally got this in place. Now, the Ravens and the Commanders will be doing joint practices starting August 15th through the 16th. And then, they play each other in the preseason game following. So it's good. It's really good. The Ravens had previously held joint practice over San Francisco, the Rams, and Jacksonville and Baltimore. And this is the first time that they hosting the Commanders. Joint practices with the other teams since Ron Rivera was hired in 2020. But there was a shortage on the storylines for the Ravens heading into 2023. But the most important thing that I think is important for the Commanders right now is because this joint practices, you get to play against Lamar Jackson, who is a lethal runner, and with our defense to see how the young guys like Emmanuel Forbes and Quan Martin will hold up. See how our defensive line will go against their first unit. Now, there won't be no hitting or nothing like that, but therefore you get to see some simulation before they do go into the preseason game. And sometimes in the preseason games that you're not going to see too much of anything. But it's something that the Washington Commanders can hang their hats on because you get to iron out some things. Now, they do have until the time in August before this joint practice take place. They can still implement some more plays. Eric Enemy is not going to show too many stuff, but this is a good opportunity for him to showcase his talents, especially, he is the assistant head coach and the offensive coordinator, and where he could be able to put his stamp on with the new ownership in place and everything like that. Now, another thing is too, Sam Howell. Now, knowing that we're going in with a brand new quarterback and a brand new system, so he works pretty much hand in hand, because the thing about it is, Sam Howell had a touch of the offense with Scott Turner last year, but he didn't get started until the last game of the season against Dallas, where he showcased his ability pretty much. Now, anybody that follows Sam Howell and know his background from North Carolina in the ACC, then you have a great outlook on him. I think it's a great opportunity for Sam Howell to grasp the offense, go against a well-equipped Ravens defense. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is, the Ravens have a pretty good defense. Last year, Cam McCurl and Derek Forrest was second. It was the Ravens safeties and our safeties was like 1, 2, 3, and 4 last year. So having Sam Howell going against a really good Ravens offense will show him what he needs to continue to work on and some of the mistakes. And then you got, our receivers going against their defense. Now, the Ravens have upgraded their offense pretty well, adding the likes of Odell Beckham Jr. But at the same time, they do got some guys that they bringing in that has injury history. So, who knows? But I'm looking forward to this joint practice because it helps us not play against so much of our squad, but showcase against a really good squad. It's like a benchmark, so to speak, where you could actually gauge, and you could go from each preseason and then into the regular season and say, hey, this is where we need to improve on. This is where we need to go. Now, I think one of the main things that I do want to watch for is our offensive line, because we have a new offensive line with Nick Gates, Stromberg, and Daniels. And I want to see what these guys, and also Jones Smith that we just got from the XFL. I want to see how these guys are going to be implemented. I want to see what special teams look like. I want to see what the running game look like. I want to see what our receivers look like. I definitely want to see what Howell brings to the table, because I think Howell will be the X factor, and I think Eric Bieniemy will be the X factor along with Howell, because the fact of the matter is that you getting Sam Howell in a whole different dimension. You're not getting Sam Howell, the guy that played in the Dallas game last year, where he was under Scott Turner's offense. You getting Sam Howell in an Eric Bieniemy offense where it's more dynamic and more fluent, and then you get to see Sam Howell in a whole different way. So I'm excited about that. So this is good for the Washington Commanders to kick back up this joint practice and stuff like that. Is really good, because you don't have to travel too far. You don't have to take a plane. You right up the street, so to speak. So me personally, I like it. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be one of the things that we have to continue to focus on as a team to get better, because what way to get better is having joint practice and going against teams. The likes of a Baltimore Ravens, and especially knowing that we had issues with running quarterbacks last year. Daniel Jones ate us up. Justin Fields ate us up. Jalen Hurts ate us up the first go around. And then the second go around, we did manage to beat them and slow him down. So we have to, I think, with the newcomers and us, our secondary be a little bit faster. I think we could be able to do things. I do want to see what KJ Henry brings to the table. I think he's going to be something that, honestly, I think he's going to put pressure on Chase Young. I believe KJ Henry is going to put pressure on Chase Young to step his game up this year. Also, the running backs, what Brian Robinson, what Christian Rodriguez is going to do, and Antonio Gibson, our tight ends, Cole Turner and Amani Rogers. So I'm looking for all of these guys to really be a factor in this preseason game, because we got 3 preseason games. But at the same time, I want to see what we do in joint practice against the Ravens, and I know we're not going to show everything, because the Ravens is not going to show everything. We're going to make it more as vanilla as possible. But just to iron out some of the things that we're looking for, hey, it's going to work pretty well. So we're looking forward to seeing this on the 21st at FedEx Field, the first preseason game. Well, might not be the first preseason game, but it's one of the preseason games. So hopefully we get to look in there. The Ravens beat us in 2020, 31-17. So hopefully we could change some of this misfortune to great fortune. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell anytime I drop a hardcore fact video for y'all. Until then, this your boy LiveWire Sports Entertainment. Hail to the Commanders. Let's go, baby.